write your own narrative. You know what's going on. I don't want to crush any other player. What's going on with the 76ers, Ben Simmons, stuff like that. All that is because of a lack of accountability, a lack of owning up to mistakes, and a lack of correcting things. If all that got corrected, if you're fixing free throws, if you're getting better as a player, none of this is happening. So everybody can complain about, how tough this city is to play in. Just play better, man. The city will love you. So.
Ben Simmons came back to the Sixers facility, said he had back tightness, left without participating in his scheduled individual workout. It's now being reported that he will meet with the Sixers at shoot-around tomorrow, which may or may not happen. What should the 76ers do with Ben Simmons?
Well, they've screwed this thing up from the beginning, Tony. They got to trade Ben Simmons. Number one, he's not talking to his teammates. And listen, one thing I know about Philadelphia, those fans are not going to forgive him. It's time for Ben Simmons to move on. The Sixers, they made a mistake anyway, suspended him for 1 day. They should have suspended him for 5 days. The notion that everything was going to be great in 24 hours, that was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. If they were going to make that decision to take him away from the team, they should have gave him a 3-game or a 5-game suspension, but suspending him for 1 day.
Now, if you have been there for years and you've got 1 year left on your deal like James Harden or Anthony Davis, and you decide you want out, that's different. This brother just signed his extension 1 year ago. Mm-hmm. So whatever issues you had, even though you're saying you had these issues for some time, it didn't stop you from signing to get your dollars. You got 4 years, $147 million. And you saying 1 year in, I want out. And you're asking them to get 20 cents on the dollar. They're saying to that, hell no. What you did was turn around and you decided to be defiant. And not only that, come across, I know he didn't mean to because he certainly wasn't pointing the finger at Philadelphia fans, but that's how it came across to the point where a city is like, you have the audacity, the unmitigated goal of blame us. We supported you all of these years when we knew your behind couldn't shoot. Not just perimeter shots, but free throws. But we never thought it would get as bad as it did against Atlanta when you shooting worse than Shaq and Wilt Chamberlain combined ever shot from the free throw line. That's how bad he was from the free throw line. So instead of adopting the attitude, I'm going to come back and make amends and show out, you turned against us. That's how Philly is looking at him, which is why I feel bad for him if he show up tomorrow night, because they are going, oh, my God, how
destroy
bad.
Him.
It will never be as bad as it's going to be for him tomorrow night. Having
They
said all
booed
of
him
that,
at the Flyers game.
yes.
Right.
Having said all of that,
Does that,
my point.
I mean,
Yes.
come on.
here's where it gets tricky, though. With that being said, Jay, what we can't escape is this reality. Again, you got the 4 years. If he were to come back, what they're saying to him is that we're trying to oblige you, but help us out by showing what you can do to elevate your value so we can remind some teams around the league for a few games what you bring to the table and we can get some equitable compensation. And I don't think that's
strained relationship. Strained relationship. It's time to move on. It's time for the organization to figure out what they can get out of it. You don't want to take that chance on saying, hey, we're going to wait to see if James Harden is around at the end of the season for us to make a trade on. You just got to get the best possible deal that you can and move on from this, because your team is still a darn good team, and they showed it last night that they can play together and they're ready to make some noise. So get rid of the distraction, let Ben Simmons go on and move forward.